What up, YouTube? It's knowledge of self determination. So I meant to do this story the other day, and it kind of slipped my mind, but I'm back on track. And I wanted to do this story because when I find stories like this, when I do get a chance to actually sit down and look at the news and all that kind of stuff on the internet, I want to put this kind of stuff out there because I just believe that there are certain people who exist in our society that should not be walking the streets. Um, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get to it. The two girls that you see, the girl on the left, her name is Abigail Williams. She's 13 years old, and next to her is her friend Liberty German, who is also 13. So I'm gonna read some of the story now. Police in Indiana are asking for the public's help to identify a man seen walking a park trail near the spot where two murdered teen girls were last seen. Indiana State Police released two photos on Wednesday of the man, noting that he was walking along the Delphi Historic Trails outside Indianapolis on Monday at around the same time Abigail Williams on the left and Liberty German on the right were there. Quote, there is somebody out there that did do this crime, and we're going to track them down, end quote. Carroll County Sheriff Toby Leazenby, said during a Wednesday press conference. Leazenby later added, quote, I want to ensure the community we're going to get to the bottom of this, end quote. The newly released photos appear to show a white man, as you can see here, dressed in light blue jeans and a blue jacket over a brown shirt. Officials said in the statement, quote, we are asking help from the public to help identify him so he can be contacted regarding what he might have seen, end quote. Abigail and Liberty vanished on Monday, and volunteer searchers found their bodies near Deer Creek in Delphi Tuesday afternoon. Their deaths are being investigated as a double homicide, officials announced on Wednesday. Family members reported the children missing Monday evening after the girls were dropped off to go hiking near an abandoned railroad known as Mile High Bridge. During their hike, Liberty uploaded a Snapchat photo of Abigail walking on the bridge. The girls were supposed to be picked up by family later in the afternoon, but never showed up. Their bodies were found less than a mile from where they were last seen alive. So, I don't know how many people who are going to see this video live in Indiana, but if you haven't already heard about it on the news in Indiana, and I'm sure it's probably all over the news in Indiana, if you know where this place is, if you know anybody who was on that trail that day, or if you know somebody who knows somebody, contact your local authorities immediately to get this scum taken off the streets, because this could have been anybody's little girls, it could have been anybody's daughters. And if any of you have kids, I know you can imagine how shattered your world would be if this was you and your children. So anybody in Indiana, anybody in the surrounding states or cities where these little girls were kidnapped from, or rather murdered, be on the lookout for this guy right here. I know it's not a clear picture of his face, but this guy, if you know somebody who dressed like this, I mean, whatever, contact the authorities. But I'm gonna leave a couple of links to this story in the description box. So, yeah, it's sad. It's now just a determination. I'm out.